Hey guys, what is up? Good morning, good evening, Ramfam. And for today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about a build that I made a couple weeks ago. I was supposed to make that video then, but I forgot, but figured I should make it now. I want to talk to you guys about the Impossible Greatsword build. And why it's called the Impossible Greatsword build is this build cannot be made by a computer. At least any build crafter app that I've seen so far, anyone that's attempted to make this build, they have miserably failed. I spent an hour or so working on this build on stream to see if it was possible, and I went through every single combination of gear and tried to get this build, and nothing worked. But then it dawned on me. So what I was going for was basically getting 7 crit eye, 5 agitator, 4 attack boost, 4 handicraft, 3 crit boost, 3 weakness exploit, 3 peak performance, and 2 focus. The 2 health is basically comfy, and the 2 focus is honestly all I need for Greatsword. I'm used to using Greatsword without focus, honestly, so 2 focus is all you really need for Greatsword, and for Charge Blade, really. But getting these skills on the Rajang Greatsword, I thought it was impossible. I was always one level 2 skill off. Or one attack off. And with this build here, you get exactly 100% affinity when Agitator is up, assuming you augment for affinity and health on the Greatsword. And this build is a mixed set build. It isn't the greatest. It isn't, no pun intended. It isn't the greatest greatsword, but mixed set builds are pretty underrated, and they're viable. They're mostly viable with Nergante weapons. Because they have that extra sharpness. Nergante weapons tend to be the best for mixed set weapons, but with rushing weapons, you actually do pretty well with the greatsword, the hammer, and the hunting horn with 4 handicraft. And you maybe once in a while you'll hit blue sharpness, but for the most part, you're actually able to maintain the white sharpness on this greatsword, assuming you make all your hits count, of course. It's easier to maintain the sharpness, of course, in multiplayer. In solo, you'll dip the blue here and there. You might want to put protective polish. You might want to put protective polish on the mantle or something. Maintain the white sharpness a little longer. But I would rank this as a solid greatsword build. Honestly, I really would. And so this build, Okay, let's get into it. So, the secret to this build is actually well, if you couldn't tell my lower armor, it's exactly what you think. It's high rank armor. And I was actually going through and thinking, what piece of high rank armor could possibly work with this? What piece? Draken. Draken. Now, I've never seen a master rank build utilize Draken, and I tried so many different combinations of high rank gear to make this build work, and the Draken gloves from Behemoth and high rank happened to be the only thing that worked, and it gave me the exact amount of skills I needed, the exact amount of slots to make this build work. This build does not. It is literally impossible to make this build with all these skills without these gloves. I tried every single combination. If you can come up with this exact build with the Rajang Greatsword using some other combination of armor pieces, I would love to know. Leave it in the comment. I would love to see it. But for this mixed set build, this was the only way to make it, to get 100% affinity and to get all of these skills. The decos for it. As far as the decos, there is only one really rare deco in it, and that's the double agitator. And if you put a decent amount of time into Iceborne, hopefully you have this. But this combination right here on the mantle, if you want, you can put protective polish. It'll make your white sharpness last a little longer. This combination right here is how I made this build, and I like to call it the impossible build because it seemed impossible with how many skills I wanted. It seemed impossible, but lo and behold, I did it. I just wanted to share this build with you guys. It was a really fun build to make. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, leave a comment, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you on the next stream. Until next time, good night, Ram fam, and happy hunting, and follow me on Twitch. Okay, good night.